Hello guys and good morning, back to another episode of Ready Steady Crypto. So what have we got in store for you today? Well, last week wasn't that good on the old crypto markets. Bitcoin was down more than 10%. Altcoins followed with some sharp corrections. We have started some weekly picks and some altcoin challenges there in the paid group. So if you are part of the paid Discord, do jump along, follow along and see how we're going. In today's episode, I'm just going to cover some Bitcoin analysis, some of the key altcoins that I hold and show you what it is that I can be expecting and why it is that I'm holding the altcoins that I hold. So if you do like the content and you are a regular, please do subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. That way you help us channel grow to everybody else. Guys, if you're not a paid member and you're not currently in the Discord, you can get inside of the Discord by jumping in via the steps on screen. We have multiple options available, so you can sign up as a free member, you can also sign up as a paid member. Now, if signing up as a paid member is not something that you want to do straight away, you can always get involved inside of our free chats. You can level up, you can gain experience. Through this, we do offer some great rewards and some great gifts. So that being said, guys, let's jump straight into the charts. So look, I'm looking at a number of things this morning. So Bitcoin's had a decent jump. There's been absolutely no volume all weekend. The markets have been relatively flat, especially since the big pullback on Friday, Saturday. So you can see here altcoins are still down, or some of them are still relatively down. Most of the markets are in the green. Bitcoin shorts are down 22%, so we might be anticipating a little bit of a sell-off here. But I just want to dive straight into Bitcoin and show you what it is that I'm thinking. So straight away, it's Monday morning. We're looking not for the daily close, but for the weekly close of the candle. For this now, we've set ourselves a parameter here. So there's a couple of areas that we're not wanting to drop below at all. So if you take this this trend line here, and I'm just going to make it a little bit thinner. So I've just made it a little bit thinner and still keeping it yellow. Don't let it confuse you with this rising wedge here that I've got marked in these thicker bars. But look, in fact, I'll label this here. So we've just put that there now and we're just looking. So guys, what I've just been saying is, right now we're about to close the weekly candle at 10 o'clock. This isn't the daily candle that we're looking at. This is a 7-day chart. So this is a weekly chart that's going to give us the best outlook for the week. Tell us predominantly if we're looking bullish, if we're looking bearish, or how we're going to see the week unfolding. So for me right now, I'm looking at two things. So as you can see down here, we've got a good bullish tick on the MACD, but this is on the weekly chart and it's not really done us any favors because we've had a pullback for the last 2 weeks. That being said, that is giving us a bullish divergence. Now, what else we have on a smaller time frame, we have this rising trend line on this RSI, but I'll get back to that in a minute. But what we want to be watching is this level right here, round about at 43,120 now. I did say if we did lose support, it's quite possible that we'd be all the way down at 42,000. This is what I said in last week's video, so feel free to go back and check it if you do want some of that analysis. But look, we did have a big sell-off, we did dump all the way down, and now you can see that the resurgence is apparent. So going from the bottom of these two candles here, and the top of these two candles, we're looking for a close ideally above here on the weekly time frame. So what's this going to give us? So if we go down to a smaller time frame and we just open up this chart a tiny bit, you can see here that we've got this current area of resistance already plotted by this this red support and resistance zone that I've got marked. So the fact that now we're coming up into this zone here, we're going to be looking to break this. If we turn on some of the moving averages, you can see that we're probably going to be trapped on a higher time frame, just like that there. This little scenario we've got here on the moving averages doesn't look very good right now, so this could be classed as a death cross on a 4-hour chart. Ultimately, we're looking for a golden cross on the higher time frames. Now, there is some altcoins presenting a golden cross, so just be aware of that, and I'm going to show you what it is that I'm looking at and some of the altcoins that are presenting that right now. So in Bitcoin, we've got this rising wedge. I'm just going to turn these off a little minute because it's just a little bit confusing. But look, this yellow line is currently where we're at, what we're looking to close above for the weekly close. Now, we're getting rejected at this level here. You can see that we've come up into it and we've been rejected in this last couple of hours candle, I believe. So we're now flaunting on this bit of resistance here. So we are looking to break it. I'm not sure if we can break it today, but if we don't break it, then Bitcoin's definitely looking quite bleak for the week ahead. You can expect that there's probably going to be some more dumping and some more downside action, and it wouldn't surprise me for a retest at 38,000. Now, that being said, can we expect it? I don't know. So last week's big sell-off was mainly due to some whales basically selling off all their crypto assets during the crypto convention that were happening midweek last week. So they really took advantage of it. Bitcoin is going to control the market as always. So depending on your ability and where you are in trading and what you know and what you don't know, always look at Bitcoin for a good bit of guidance on what's going to happen for the week ahead. Now, this isn't always the case because Bitcoin can stay in a consolidation range and altcoins can actually moon and 10x in that meantime. But what doesn't generally happen is Bitcoin dump and everything else rises. So Bitcoin does control the market in that sense. Now, we've just got at 7:10. We've got 3 hours left until the candle close. And my main bag that I'm looking at straight away is Opulus. So if you look at Opulus, you can see here now that, look, we've had these moves play out time and time again. So we've had a big pump and then a big dump inside of this pennant formation. We've then broken this pennant formation back to the upside and we're now creating another pennant formation. So it doesn't look that good when it's like this because we keep falling. But look, I'm looking at moving averages to give me the best area and confirmation of support that I can at this moment in time. So for me, on a 1 hour time frame, you can see here we've got a nice cluster of moving averages. Now we're probably going to come back into this because we've had a little break and a set above these areas here. We might come back and test 78 during the opening of today's candle, but ultimately I do believe that this week's going to be a really decent week for Opulus. We currently launched on Bitmax last night at 1 a.m. Didn't get no volume from it whatsoever. I was expecting big pumps, to be honest. I'm not sure if I got my time zones wrong, but I'm sure that were at 1 o'clock last night. Next, we've got Cult DAO. So Cult DAO's potentially a new shitcoin that's not been out that long, but we're currently inside of Cult DAO, as you can see here, the position, and we're still in a little bit of profit. Some of my other bigger holds, or holds that I'm currently in, are Rune. So Rune's still sat in some profit now, still getting rejected by some resistance under that 200 moving average. As you go through some of the bigger time frames, you can see that the crosses that I've just been telling you about, the golden crosses. So we've got a golden cross here happening now on Rune on the daily time frame, so which is really good. So even if we was going to get a bit of a sell-off, Bitcoin come down, hit 40k, this would probably come back down to $4 and then get an absolute weapon of a bounce from this area here. So I'm just going to mark this and show you what it is that I'm looking at, and so I can refer back to it really. I've got some other coins that I am in, but they're not doing relatively well yet. But look, for the members, check out the premium update tomorrow. This is where I'm going to be posting all the altcoin analysis and where we're currently at with the challenge. This week does look like it's going to get a little bit better, but same again, it's all reliant on Bitcoin. So just to recap before we go, Bitcoin needs a close above 43,150. If we don't get a close above the 43,150, we are more than likely going to come back down and retest the 40k mark. That's not something we all want to see, but it is going to be probably the most possible situation that we do encounter. Now, if that does happen, I'll be looking to take out a long, probably roundabout here on this area of support, and then ride this back to the upside. Even if we do fall, and I think it's probably about another 3%, is it? 5%. So say we do fall another 5% over the course of the week with Bitcoin, that's only going to drop us back down into the bottom of the rising wedge formation, and then it's all upside from there, assuming that we keep structure. So that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap it up like that. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the premium, guys, with the daily update. I might even make it public, but feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what it is that you're looking at, and let me know any trades that you're in. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day trading, and ciao for now.